Hello YouTubers. Today we're going to do the making of News Network. First programming News Network. Today we're going to read the production notes and then a bonus material on Booklet from the DVD inserts. The first up is The Mask of Zorro. I take it the DVD inserts from that special edition DVD of The Mask of Zorro. Okay. Let me go to see. Yep. There's front, back of the scene selections. Yeah. Here's the production notes. I'm going to read. Let's begin. Johnson and McCurley in 1883 through 1958, a full-time police reporter and a part-time pulp writer, published his novel The Curse of a All-Story Weekly in 1919. Over 5 issues in Adventures Yarn, which features the masked heroics of Zorro. In 19th century, Robin Hood had caught the eye of Mary Pickford, who is turned to recommended the property and to publish husband and Douglas Frank served to result in The Mask of Zorro in 1920. They filmed the successful that in the popular series in the movies and the television sequels by the Macaulay by Zorro in 1925, The Mask of Zorro in 1940, Ghost of Zorro 1949, Walt Disney's Zorro 1957 through 59, E.T.A. All, and now within 80 years in the all-story debut, Zorro has to return to the big screen. The epic romantic adventures of Steven Spielberg, Amblin Entertainment, and TriStar Pictures. Maureen McNeil, because the producer, when the executive producer, Walter Perks, and then I come to run the Amblin, the Mask of Zorro, was the first one we were working on Stevens who we felt the best way to introduce Zorro and announce the story classic and mention elements. Master Zorro stories Ted Elliott and Terry Rosso, Aladdin, and Randall Air America, and designed to do a screenplay where John and Ted Elliott and Terry Rosso, Aladdin, and which directed which film was reinvented doing a James Bond franchise for the 1990s. To do the play in as producer and news or the filmmakers referred to the Antonio Prepared's Desperado, who leaped to a chance to play in a Hollywood only Spanish movie hero. Banderas. Antonio Banderas and Desperado leaped in a chance to play to do Hollywood's only two Spanish movie hero. Banderas. I knew the characters because of the Disney television series and stars the guy to Williams here during the 1960s. In Spain, I loved watching the show. I was pretending there was Zorro. I was Zorro. Joining the Banderas on the screen were Relish leading Lady Catherine Zeta-Jones, the Phantoms, who Spielberg's discovering watching the Titanics and the miniseries to television screens of villains restored Wilson, and Weapon 3, who After working in Campbell on the No Escape on Oscar. Winning actor Anthony Hopkins, the best actor of The Silence of the Lambs in 1991 film, who took and role in this legendary Don Diego, later Vegas in the original Zorro. Campbell, we did offered to the Tony while he was doing The Edge of Eternity down because he had the bad back. He'd had a problem for 10 years and someone had suggested a laser surgery. So one in the morning went in. It took 2 hours and to completely increase the problem. And next thing, he was the board. Was the reproduction of filmmakers and return to sword. Master Robert Anderson, and not only the Master of Zorro, sweeping the sword fight to train you to lead you to the use of the blade. These fight. When Robert sweeping sword fights to train you to lead. This was part of the good, great, grand tradition of Canton traced back in the swashbuckling attention of the finish of Zorro. Campbell, I was Zorro, fighting together much more a silent version of the Douglas Fairbanks. He was always in enemies, making fools of them, and they let the capital to themselves. He was a showman to giving you a performance for the presents. The Mask of Zorro was filmed entirely location central in Mexico. Production designed January 27, 1997, at the studios in Mexico City. Before moving on to the outside Lopez, Mexico, it was there and the production designer motel to do outside within the master office A church in the arsenal in the marketplace and the execution site. This was in a Tone Plaza for the 3 weeks in the filmmakers, and moving it next to the Materos, and has located in Hidalgo. He was shot in Hidalgo. There was a gold mine scenes, and leads into the huge sets and the built on the Amazon quarterly. The sets in the two took 6 months to build. From there, and the casting crew relocated in the Santa Maria. Originally, the film are in prison. The sequence within the basement in the 100-year-old underground foundry and location working is completely around judgment into the states of Estonia, where Campbell shots and materials returned to California. Sorry, yawning. Infused in honor to love your performance in today's show, The Mask of Zorro opens on July 17, 1998. And a terrific adventure into one of the best swordplay epics since the 30s and 40s. Bruce Carolyn and Tornado Sun. Yep, the end. Yep. Okay. thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and tell me in the comments below what you see in the video. Thanks for watching. The comments of what you want, what you heard, and I'll see you later. And let's do the other part. Bye.